What's up, family? It's your boy Jay Giddens, the father. I need to talk to y'all about this father that cut his son dreads off as a punishment. Alright? Let's talk about it. If you watching this, do not click off. If you are a parent, I would really love to get your feedback. I would really love to know what you think about this. I think that this father is a little bit of a, you know what I'm saying? I think that he abused this child. I think it was neglect. I think the child should be removed from the home. I think it's really sad that other people agree with what he did. But I would like to have an open conversation, an open dialogue about this. Please don't run, okay? Everybody, please don't run. I know y'all all run anytime we talk about something that's hard. Let's not run, all right? Let's try not to. All right, so real quick, this little boy. Now, this is very important because all of us out here are either parenting or around people who are parenting. So I want to know your opinion. Now, this boy, he cut off the locks because he was bullying a kid at school, right, that had cancer. Let's read over this and then let's get into it and talk about it, okay? Now let's read it. Now look, locks cut for bullying child with cancer. The controversy over punishing bullying, is this the right approach, right? Of course it's not the right approach, but let's talk about it. A father recently cut off his son's locks as punishment for bullying a classmate with cancer, sparking intense debate about disciplinary measures for bullying. While his intent was to correct his son's behavior, the extreme nature of the punishment raises concerns about the effectiveness and appropriateness of such actions. The fact that people even have to think twice about this bothers me. I mean, I don't even know. This is like somebody showing you the sun and asking you, is it yellow or is it purple? And you're like, well, we got to think about, like, what are you talking? This is clear child abuse. Like, I don't even know why people are, but let's go with, like, cause I'm anxious to hear what people are saying. All right. So look, parents play a crucial role in shaping their child's behavior, but extreme measures like this are not recommended. Of course, cause it's child abuse. Duh. Collaborative efforts with schools to address bullying through established procedures and support systems are key to fostering lasting behavioral change. See, now what they're talking about, this is important because they're talking about fostering lasting behavioral change, which none of this fuck shit is gonna do. None of this is gonna foster behavioral change. The only change this might cause is for him to get a gun and blow your brains out the next time you try to cut his head. Or to make sure that he don't let nobody ever get him in a vulnerable position to do that to him again. But you are not teaching that boy morals. You are not teaching that boy integrity. This doesn't make any sense. But let's go. I gotta explain that more. I'm just giving cookie cut statements. All right, but look, this incident underscores the importance of finding clear, consistent, and educational approaches to discipline. Y'all hear what he said? Now they saying it in a nice way. The mean way to say this is y'all fuckers is lazy ass parents who don't want to put no thinking into your parenting, so you just want to beat your kids because you too fucking dumb to think, right? But let's say it the way they say it. This incident underscores the importance of finding clear, consistent, and educational approaches to discipline, right? Because ain't nothing clear, consistent, or educational about cutting your damn child hair off as a punishment. But let's keep going. Ones that focus on growth and understanding rather than punitive actions. And they're saying that because this shit don't grow a child at all. This shit don't help a child understand nothing at all, but besides how to abuse and punish somebody. That's what you teaching your child. And it's really sad that there's grown adults who don't know this. But chances are the adults who don't know this was probably abused their damn self. And all of the parents that would agree with this behavior, look at this boy. Listen to this boy. It's sad. It's sad that you can even sit there and listen to a little boy scream like this. Listen to this boy. How do you sit there and scream and listen to a boy scream like that and smile and get pleasure out of it? You sick fuckers. How do you get pleasure out of hearing a little boy scream like that? Let me just give real quick. Let me just give the analogy, right? If a young boy stabbed another young boy, right? If a young boy stabbed another young boy, hold on. All right, so yeah, my apologies, family. For anybody who's still there, shout out to you. If you're a parent and you watching this, that means you probably really love your kid. Because most people who don't is not gonna sit through this because they probably do this type of shit. But anyway, what I'm saying is, right, this if you had a boy that stabbed another little boy, right, I think that's wrong, and I think that boy should have stabbed that boy. But under no circumstances would I think the resolution to that is to watch other people stab that boy. So we're saying that the justification and the resolution for this little boy bullying another kid is to bully him. What kind of sense? How is this question? How is this not bullying? You're a bully. You're a bully. The only reason you able to do that to him is because you bigger than him. You know that because if he was bigger than you, he'd beat the shit out you until you get off his head. So you bullying him. You already know that. If that boy was 5 years old and he was 15, 20, he'd have swung on you and hit you in your mouth. You bullying him. So this is what these parents are doing. So what the parents are doing is bullying the children. This is what's happening, bro. It's not okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not okay. Now I wanna there was somebody, a woman, I wanna give her her flowers, give her her love, give her her credit, her roses. Her name is Danielle. Danny Speaks. I went to school with her actually. And she commented on this post, right? And me and her, we had a back and forth in the comments. And I wanted to show the back and forth that she and I had so that I could address what my perspective was on what she said. Because I respect her opinion, you know, and I actually respect her as a person. A lot of times when I can respect somebody as a person, it will allow me to listen to their perspective and hear their opinion. But if I don't respect you as a person, I really don't care what your opinion is because I know, you know, I'm not going to agree with you anyway, because even your intent for what you're doing, it is not right. So, you know what I'm saying? Look, punishment proportionate to the bad behavior. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can't find the comments between me and her family, so I'm going to end it at that. But let me just end it by saying this. Let me give y'all my opinion, okay? If this little boy was bullying another kid at school that had cancer, let me tell you my opinion of what you should do as a father of 6 children and a father that raises his children very well. They're all healthy. They're not violent. They don't, you know what I'm saying? My kids don't have none of that shit everybody else kids got. Everybody that meet my kids be like, what the hell, bro? Your kids are so well behaved. Yeah, because I actually control what the fuck happened with my kids. I don't send them to fucking strangers all day and let them deal with them. I deal with my kids. My kids don't experience shit unless the fuck I say so. So you know what I'm saying? So my kids gonna be on point. You know what I'm saying? But what I would recommend for y'all with y'all kids, if your child is bullying another child at school, the resolution for that is to teach your child that bullying is wrong. Do y'all get that? Like, if your child is bullying somebody, the resolution for that is to teach the child that bullying is wrong. Now, you know why most parents can't teach this? Because most parents don't know that bullying is wrong. Why? Because most parents bully their damn kids. So how do you tell your child that they shouldn't use their size or some sort of advantage over another person to take advantage of them when you yourself do it to your own child? You bully your own kid. You know that. You don't respect them. You don't let them talk. You don't let them tell you what they feel. They try to talk. You tell them, shut up. Mind you, stay in a child's place. Be quiet. Don't talk. You know, so you bully your child. You teach them to be bullied. So why would they listen to you? So that's what I'm saying. Number one, a lot of this, you said, I can understand why he cut his hair for being a bully, but I would never record it and post it because how I handle my kids is not for the world to see. And I mean, the thing about it is, so let me first off let everybody know, you know, Lyra B, I want to let you know that everything that I see is out of respect and love, okay? I got nothing but love and respect for everybody. For anybody that's coming in here, let me show y'all real quick what we talking about. We talking about this. We talking about this little boy that's screaming and crying for his life because his father cutting his locks off, right? And this displays major ignorance on the level of the father. Number one, this is your genes, bro. This is your genes, okay? Your hair follicles have something called the medulla inside them that connects directly to your bloodstream. So you cause direct trauma when you cut somebody's hair. This is why when people are going through stress, they like to cut their hair off. They don't even know because they don't study biochemistry. But you have something called the medulla in your hair follicles that is directly tied to your bloodstream. So when you're doing this to this child, because of your ignorant ass not learning nothing, you are severely punishing him for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about this is this. If a child is bullying or doing anything wrong, the resolution should be to teach the child that what they're doing is incorrect and that they shouldn't do it any further, right? In a case like this, if my child, first of all, my child wouldn't be doing this because first of all, my child not going to physical school. So my child wouldn't even be in these shoes because I'm not letting my child go to physical school. Because that's the type stupid shit you learn in physical school. Bullying a child over cancer. He only doing that because he go to school. Number one failure on the part of the father. How about that, nigga? How about you take them clippers off his head and cut your own head? fool, for sending your child to a building with a bunch of strangers you don't know nothing about. You gonna punish him. Fuck is you talking about? Anyway, my apologies, bro. I gotta calm down. Look, my thing is, I don't like children being punished, bro, because children are victims, bro. Y'all putting these kids in situations where they learning crazy shit, and then when they do it, y'all punish them. Like, it's just, it don't make sense, bro. You got these parents that sit in the house all day. They sit in the house all day, and then they talk like this in front of their child. Yeah, bitch, suck my dick. Fuck you, talk my motherfucker. Yeah, I told that bitch I slapped shit, blah, blah. Right? And then soon as they child, so look, they got a 9-10-year-old child. Yeah, bitch, you trying to play NFL? What? What you say? You better watch your fucking mouth. What? Hold up. Wait. Watch my mouth. The fuck is you talking about? Like, yo, it's like parents is, like, for lack of better expression, yo, it's like parents is stupid, yo. It's like they stupid, bro. Like, how you raising a child, you trying to teach him to do the right thing, but you don't. That's number one. How you trying to raise a child to do the right thing and you don't? What you talking about? First of all, the first thing you doing wrong is you bullying a child. You cutting listen, look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. This shit is not okay, bro. Let me ask you this. What about this is gonna teach him not to bully? What about that is gonna teach him not to bully? If anything, that's gonna teach him to get a blicky and bust a nigga down before he let him get him vulnerable like that to cut his hair again. What that's gonna teach him is, shit, the next time a nigga try to cut my hair, shit. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna look, that's gonna teach him, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna teach him next time a nigga try to cut my hair, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna teach him the next time I bully somebody, let me make sure my dad don't find out because he might cut my hair. You feel me? Like, if your child steal money from somebody, how is you gonna teach them not to steal by beating them up? This is the stupid ass shit our parents thought, bro. Our parents was stupid as shit, bro. I'm just telling you that. A lot of us, we love our parents too much. We too scared. Oh, that's my mommy. That's my dad. No, nigga, your mother was a piece of shit, bro. That's a fact. Like, you don't have to hate her. You don't have to think she evil. Just know she was a piece of shit, bro. She didn't know right from wrong. She didn't know how to talk to you as a young man or a young woman. A lot of times, a lot of us, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it teaches us. Oh yeah, I'm glad to hear you say it's gonna teach him not to tease a sick person. There should have been discipline. So here's the thing. Look, Tevin, because I know you personally, I can give, and I know a little bit more about you. So I can, you know what I'm saying? I say this. I get where you coming from with it. What I'll say is, you are really you gambling and you playing a dangerous game when you do that. When you do that shit where you think that because your child did something wrong, you gonna punish them physically to show them, you playing a dangerous game. Because all children don't play like that. See, like for instance, right? I had a brother named Wayne. He's dead now, rest in peace, you know. But I had a brother named Wayne. Me and Wayne was raised in the same household. Slept on the same bunk beds. He slept top bunk bed, I slept on the same, you know what I'm saying? Same mother and everything, right? But when somebody said something to him, when he was 14, 15, somebody blah, blah, blah to him, Wayne was ready going somebody's mouth. It wasn't no, oh, respect you, sir, none of that. Wayne was ready going your mouth and possibly stab your ass up at 14. But at 14, I was playing video games. You see what I'm saying? So like, you ain't going, that ain't no just like, that's the answer. Like, oh, your kid bullying somebody? Oh, cut his hair. That's not the answer, because you do that to the wrong kid and they'll kill you in your sleep. That's a fact. You do that to the wrong kid and they'll spend their whole life waiting for the perfect time to murder your ass. And it happens all the time. It happens all the time. You can look it up. It happens all the time. Lots of kids kill their parents. So you know what I'm saying? Or at very best, what you gonna do is create a bad relationship with your child. Look around. Everybody we know, how many of them you know got a good relationship with their child? Let's think about this right now, right? Because everybody want to tell me how to parent, right? You want to tell me, right? Okay, so think about your family. Think about everybody in your family. How many of them got good relationships with their parents? Let's keep it 100. And I ain't talking about that fake ass shit niggas do at the cookout where everybody act like they cool. Hey girl, here yeah. I ain't talking about that stupid ass shit. I'm talking about for real. How many people really have good relationship with their parents? No fucking body. You said there's more white kids that kill their parents. Yeah, I agree with that. But you know, white parents, they respect their children. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's more white people that's successful than black people. Because black people teach their children that they not shit and that you can walk all over them and to disrespect them. And white people teach their children that you are the shit and nobody is to disrespect you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, white people teach their children that they are the shit. They raise their children to think that they up here. Black people raise their children to think they down here. Like, literally, the mother and father of black children spend every day teaching that child that they are beneath them. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, like, for instance, when me and my children, if I'm saying something to my child, let's say my child touching something and I say, hey, get off that. If one of my children say, hey, daddy, don't talk to me like that. I don't like that you yelling at me. You know what I say? You right. I apologize. I'm out of line. I have no place raising my voice at you. I just wanted to communicate this, right? So the type of children I got, you're not going to be able to bully my children because they're not even going to understand what you're doing. They're going to be like, first of all, I'm talking. Why is you talking? Because I don't teach my children that because you older, you get to disrespect them. I don't give a fuck how old you are. I don't do respecting elders. I don't do none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care if you 40, 50, 60. You disrespect my kids, you get disrespect. Period. I don't teach that, oh, you just respect somebody because no, we don't do none of that. So I raise my children. So, and this is why I don't have my children around people, because when you bring your children around people, what they like to do is think that now they can just punish your child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you bring your child around, like your cousins, your aunties or whatever, they like to think they could just pop your child in the mouth, talk down to your child. Like, I don't let people disrespect my child. What the fuck is you talking about? I don't give a fuck if my child did something wrong or not. You teach them that what they did was wrong. You don't belittle them and make them think they less than you, because the fuck they not. They are superior to you. That's a fact. My children are superior to you. They are superior to me. You know what I'm saying? My children have all of my DNA and more. I should be lucky to be in their life. What I look like talking down on my kid, that's crazy. And what I look like letting you do it, that's crazy. So that I couldn't even have my kids around half my family because, you know, my family don't understand that. They grew up thinking it's okay to just talk down to a child because they're younger. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fix your mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? My child gonna be that 10-year-old that say, excuse me, who is you talking to? And I'm gonna be behind him like, you heard what he said, who you talking to? I don't care that he 10. Fuck make you think you could tell him, yeah, go do such and such. Please, put a please on that. Or who is you talking to? You're not finna just disrespect my child because they're younger. And what we do is we teach our children to allow disrespect. This is how you get girls that get with a guy beating the shit out of him and they stay with him, don't they? They won't even argue. You said it shouldn't be about, so goddess, look, my goddess just commented something, hold up. You said black people is like that because of the programming that has been pushed. That's right. I mean, that's true. We like that, but it's not our fault. None of this is about blaming somebody. You know, like this shit right here, white people know this is child abuse. The only people who would sit there and debate whether or not this is child abuse is black people. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's no way you're going to have white people sit there and debate whether or not it's child abuse to sit there while your child is screaming in anguish and trauma, cutting their hair off because they bullied somebody in school. That's not even the appropriate resolution. Like, only black people are that disorganized in their ways of thinking to do something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100 with you, bro. Like, if I wasn't black, people would probably think I was some racist guy. But I can see black people from the outside looking in. Black people are a part of a cult. You know what I'm saying? They're part of something called black culture, right? Black people do a bunch of stupid shit that only black people do because they dumbasses do it in this cult that they in. Nobody else would do that shit, bro. Like, yo, it's so many things that you will only see a black person do, yo. Nobody else. And a cult is something that is created to confuse a people, right? So, like, normally when a cult is created, it has an intent of misleading or controlling, right? So when they created black culture, because by the way, y'all gotta know we not black, right? First of all, I don't want to go into all this, but y'all know we not black, right? You do know black as a color, right? Like, you can't be black. That sounds stupid. Like, that's like saying, hey, I'm green, hey, I'm yellow. Like, you can't be a color, right? You are a biochemical existence. You are carbonated. You are melanated. You are, you know what I'm saying? You are Negroid, Caucasoid. You are your genetic makeup, not a fucking color. So even when you hear somebody say, I'm black, it just pours their ignorance out of them. And this is why they do this. What's up, goddess? Oh, it just pours their ignorance out of them. And I think this is why they do this, because they love hearing us say these things so it can tell them about us. Like what a person says, bro, tells them so much, right? Like for instance, right? I know my cousin Tevin. I know my cousin in here, and I know he hoops. So I'm gonna use this example, right? We hoop, so we know how hooping is, right? If we are sitting there talking about hooping and we like, yeah, yo, I crossed the nigga up, blah, 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 Jade him, I got the shot, blah, 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 right? And then somebody else walk up and they go, yeah, I dribbled the basketball like this, and then I threw it up into the basket as well. We gonna all look at each other like, and we gonna all know he don't really hoop. Or we gonna all know he don't hoop like we hoop. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can just tell what level he at, and then you just keep him at the level he at and just deal with him at the level he at. You know, we might play, but we not gonna pick him up. We not gonna put him on our team, or we not gonna, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna treat him a little differently, right? This is how black people are treated, right? When black people come out and be like, yeah, we black, we African American, right? African American are two distinct existences that have nothing to do with us. So even immediately, Goddess, what's going on in there? I'm trying to talk y'all real loud. All right, I'm gonna give like my Goddess is in there with the kids. They extra loud. Every time I'm not around, they super loud. I'm gonna go resolve it in a minute if I don't hear something. But it threw me off of what I was trying to say, y'all. What I'm saying is, that just really threw me off. And this is why I don't like going live when there's distractions. I got the kids in the back and they making all the noise. But the point of what I was trying to say, let me look at some of the comments. Maybe y'all comments will remind me. So God has said it shouldn't be about discipline. It should be about sitting them down and talking to them and how it makes another person feel, right? But you can't do that if you don't have that in you. Most of us, most parents, black parents, they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to sit down and talk. They want to fight. They don't even know how to talk. They grew up with their parent beating the shit out of them, so they don't even know how to do that. And then a lot of parents, they think, I'm not going to do that with my child because my mother ain't do that with me. Like that, most people is like, they so butthurt about how abused they was by their parents that they like, you gonna go through it too. You know, they just feel like, well, my mother did it to me, so I'm gonna do it to you. You know, and it's actually pretty pathetic and sad. Like, it's really sad, bro. All right, so you know, like I said, but yeah, you know. Oh, I was talking about us not being black. Yeah, but y'all gotta understand, like, they created this whole black culture thing for us to be stupid, bro. For us to just think that this type of shit is us. It's not us. Like, it's not us it's not even the way we're supposed to act. This right here, bro, this bullying shit, this right here, y'all gotta stop doing this to y'all kids, bro. Please stop, bro. This what I want y'all to understand, bro, because everybody, I think a lot of people think that I'm just stupid, or they think I'm just ignorant, and I'm just speaking from an ignorant standpoint. I'm telling you that it's not. It's bullying to do that to a child, bro. Like, it's not. You can't cut your child's hair off because they bullied somebody. Like that's insane. Like, bro, like, that's completely irrational, bro. And like, and people be like, why you don't let your kids come over my house? Won't you let bro? Y'all fucking crazy, bro. What the fuck? This is what y'all out here doing, bro. Y'all out here doing this shit to y'all kids. Look at this. Very good parenting. The world doesn't revolve around him. This dad is teaching a lesson. Teaching a lesson? You know what his dad is teaching a lesson? You know what his dad is teaching him the lesson of? You are beneath me and I control you. I will punish you whenever I want to. You know, your pain and anguish comes second to what I think. This is what his father's teaching him. What his father's doing is making sure that somebody else can bully him. That's what his father's teaching him. His father is making sure that he is prepped and prepared to be bullied in school by other people, to be bullied by his girlfriend when he get in a relationship, to be bullied by his older cousins or his homeboys outside. His father is teaching him to reduce himself to nothing if he does something wrong, right? His father is teaching him that if you do something wrong, reduce yourself to nothing and allow whatever the person who feels you deserve a consequence says needs to be done to you to be done, right? There's a phrase that I have, right, that I always say. I've been saying this since I was probably 18 years old, right? He who searches outside himself for definition will forever be at the mercy of those who seek to define him. Let's say that again. He who searches outside himself for definition will forever be at the mercy of those who seek to define him. Right? What this father is doing is making sure that this little boy looks outside himself for definition. That's what he's doing. He's making sure that that little boy knows that there are powers outside himself that control his life. And that's not the case. That's not the case. And that's not what I teach my children. But I'm going to tell you right now, here's a primary reason why I think this is bullying and this is wrong. Let me ask y'all this. Whose fault is it that that boy bullied another kid in school? Let's go there. Whose fault is it that this little boy was in school bullying somebody? Whose fault is it? Let's start there. Is it the boy's fault that he bullied the kid? Right? So let me ask some defining questions, right? So whose fault is it that the boy is in school at all? Father's, correct? Right. Whose fault is it that the boy is around other kids in the school to teach him this kind of stuff? I mean, unless the father is telling me that he taught him, which I'm assuming he didn't teach him to bully kids. So he obviously learned it from somewhere, right? So if he learned it from his cousin's house, his uncle's house, his friend's house, school, right? Who was responsible for him being around those people who he learned it from? See, this is where the parents like to run. This is where they don't like accountability no more. You know what I'm saying? This is where let's get some burdock root. Let's get some burdock root in here. Look. Let's get some burdock root in our distilled water, family. Let's get some burdock root in our distilled water real quick, okay? While we answer these questions, all right? So, I got a question. Whose fault is it that kid bullied another kid? Because here's my thing. What if the father didn't put him in physical school? Do you think he would be bullying another kid in physical school? What if the father didn't allow the child to be around anybody who spoke negatively? Do you think the boy would speak negatively? Or are we gonna sit here and make a bunch of excuses for the father now? Now we go, well, he had to go to work. He's got a lot to right? Now all of a sudden everybody come up with excuses. Look, when we talking about the boy bullying the other kid, there's no excuse. He shouldn't have done it. He was wrong, right? But when we talking about this fuck father sending his child to a building with a bunch of strangers every single day, letting his child go be around people who are using negative language, people who are impressioning his child, and he's not working every day to contradict it, right? So if there's any day that this child has been taught something negative and dad didn't show up to unteach it, you are a failure, father. Are you gonna cut your locks off? He probably fucking bald-head already. He ain't show his face. Look, where's all that carriage? He ain't show his face in this video, did he? Is his face in this video? You can't see the father in this video. Where all that carriage, bruh? Fuck. And then look in these comments, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. These comments irritate me. These comments irritate the hell out of me, man. Because these comments, everybody supporting this man abusing that little boy like that. Everybody supporting this man abusing that little boy like that. What is that, bro? What are y'all doing? Let's go through some more of these comments before I get out of here. Very good parenting. That's horrible, bro. I can't believe he said, I don't even want to read that. That shit hurt my heart. I agree with dad's actions. Oh my God, I feel it. That's horrible. I mean, do you mean you feel that child's pain? I mean, you should. How do you sit and listen to a child? Bro, how heartless can you be? How you listen to this? Listen to that. Y'all cold-hearted as shit, bro. That's why y'all be beating the shit out y'all kids. A lot of y'all probably be beating the fuck out y'all kids, bro. How you that cold-hearted? You hear that child like that and you like, man, whatever, his little ass need to shut up. Like, what? Look. Keep screaming, kiddo. Fair punishment. Somebody was abused as a child. Look, it's crazy. Look. He not even saying it with any kind of seriousness. They're not even taking any seriousness into the trauma that is being put onto this child. So the same way that this child felt when he was saying that other kid at school had cancer, if you was to tell him he was wrong, he would say shit like this. Yeah, keep having cancer, kiddo. It's a fair joke. Or something like that, right? Because he feels the way about that kid with cancer that they feel about this kid. All of them are doing it. Negativity begets negativity. Evil begets evil. Wrong does not make a right. You cannot do this. This is what I'm saying. This is ignorance, bro. It's not that listen, this is not about saying that anybody's being mean or being evil. To y'all parents out there who think this is right, listen to this child. To y'all parents out there who get a kick out of hearing a little boy scream like this, for some reason this shit make you feel good about yourself, which is fucking sad. But to y'all parents that feel like that, I'm not saying you're evil or anything. I'm just saying you have to realize how cold you have to be to think like that. Like that's just insane, bro. That's your child. Now, what I would say is this. Instead of punishing the boy like that, what you should maybe do is, look, now here's the reason. Let me tell y'all the reason, because I actually know this. I know this shit. I'm a marvelous parent, okay? I know why this parent has failed, what he's doing and everything. The reason that this father, let me play the child screaming in the background while we doing this. The reason that this, right, you said he assimilated with his oppressor, exactly. The reason that this father is doing this is because this father doesn't know how to teach him that bullying that kid at school was wrong. He doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know what to say to him. That's a fact. That's a fact. But let me ask you this. Do you think he gonna punish himself for being that fucking failure of a father? Do you think he gonna sit himself down and cut his hair off because he's such a fucking failure that you can't come up with the words to teach your child? You know what I'm saying? The only time people want to get physical is when they don't got none of this left. You know what I'm saying? The only time people want to fight is when they can't talk no more. Most people, you come up to them and say something to them and they can't respond, they not witty enough, they immediately want to fight. You know what I'm saying? If you say to somebody, hey, hey, why are you doing that? And they can't come up with a good reason why, they're going to want to fight you. They're going to immediately start a problem. You know what I'm saying? This is what our parents are doing. Parents, their child get in trouble in school, right? And they don't have the intellect to explain to their child why they shouldn't be doing it. So what do? Beat them. Because they don't know what else to do. I mean, what else? They don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do. They can't sit down and have an intellectual conversation with their child about how important and negatively impacting it is for them to do good in school. You know why? Because it's not important to do good in school, and it's not negatively impacting to not do good in school. And most parents that sending their children to school is doing it because the fucking TV told them to do it, or their mother did. Because they don't have no fucking reason why they sending their child to school every day. What? Everybody around you graduated from school. Look at these fuckers. Ain't they stupid as hell? Every one of them. You know what I'm saying? All of these people that we look around and we be like, yo, look at this fucking society. It's crazy. Every one of them went to school, bro. They ain't teaching nothing in there that's changing it. Like, what the fuck? Y'all wildin'. Everybody keep fucking putting school on a pedestal. Nobody give a fuck about no school. Teach your child, man. Stop worrying about some damn school. People, oh, my child didn't go to school today. My child need to go to school, go to school, go to school, go to school. To learn what? How to twerk and suck dick? What you think they gonna learn in there? The fuck is they learning in school? You know what I'm saying? My children can tell you about the anatomy. My children can tell you blood cell types, platelets, white blood cells, red blood cells, what they do. States of matter, liquid, solid, gas, plasma, rock, water. You know what I'm saying? Give you an example of them. My fucking 4-year-old can do that, bro. These kids 14 years old in school and can't tell you nothing. They can't tell you nothing. You know why? Because they fucking parents can't tell you nothing. Because they parents don't know nothing either. This is why the parents want the kids to go to school so bad. Because they know they don't know shit to teach them. They need somebody to do it. They can't do it. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? This is the situation that we in. But listen, again, don't think that I'm talking. Listen, I'm not talking about nobody negatively to down nobody or try to hurt nobody. I'm talking about this to give everybody a different perspective so we can start doing better. You know, I don't want people to hear me and be like, oh, fuck you say about me, nigga. I want you to hear me and be like, dang, yo. I mean, why you think that is? Or like, you know what I'm saying? I want you to hear me and like hear the perspective. Don't hear me and be thinking I'm trying to start nothing. I don't want to start nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be, if I wanted to fight, I wouldn't be raising kids. You know what I'm saying? I'd be going to jail or something. I'd be doing some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do stupid shit because I don't like doing stupid shit. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, y'all? That's about all I'm going to do. You said using physical punishment as a form of discipline comes from enslavement. That's a fact. That's a fact. The only time that I use physical, I don't use physical punishment. I mean, the only time that I would physically, like, pop my child is when they are really young. Like when my child is 1, I'll pop her. When she's 2, I'll pop her. Maybe even 3, but my 3-year-olds are advanced. But, maybe even 3, because, and I say this because you're popping them for their own protection. You know what I'm saying? You're popping them for their protection because they are not capable of understanding you yet. If they're going to touch the stove and it's hot and you say, don't touch that stove because it's going to burn you, guess what? You're just going to have a burnt child because they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to understand that. They're not designed to yet. They can't. So they're going to go touch it and look at you while they're touching it. But if you pop them, they are designed to receive physical stimuli through their nervous system, right? So when you go, that is the comparison of, or that is the equivalent of saying, hey, don't touch that again, right? Because that's what it's communicating to them. Now, when they can talk and they can understand you and y'all can communicate, this no longer sends that message. Like if somebody popped me, it no longer sends the message to me, don't touch that. It sends the message to me, you beneath me, so I'm hitting you, or something like that. And that's because I know that you could communicate with me, but you're choosing not to, and you're choosing to put your hands on me. Now, you know what I'm saying? A child doesn't know all of that. It's deep psychology to this. So I would say it's okay to pop your child. Now, I'm not talking about beat the shit out your child, but I'm saying it's okay to, lightly pop your child to prevent them from doing something as a preventative measure. And it has to be done in a timely manner so that they can associate it with the action. So if they're touching a wall plug or something, pop them as they're doing it. Make sure they know so that will act as a contradictory measure to what they're doing. You never hit your child for punishment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not going to teach them anything. You know what I'm saying? You said, I'm going to be real with you. My daughter goes to school, then come home to learn the truth. Right. Just to go back to school to tell the teacher and the other kids what she learned at home, and the other kids listen. Hey, look, Lyra, if you one of them people, listen, a lot of times, when it come to this woke shit, when it come to this being woke, you know what I'm saying, being on top of it shit, I don't even like saying woke, but when it comes to this being on top of it shit, you got to understand that this is like if the shoe fits type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like certain things that I say, certain people that's already tapped in, I don't even expect y'all to even be listening to me because you already know. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the people that I would expect feel a way about the stuff I'm saying are people who sleep, people who don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? If you sending your child to school, but you tapped in, you actually a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if I sent my kids to school, bro, my children already know what saccharide is. My children already know what sugars are. They already know, you know what I'm saying, the difference between monosaccharide, you know what I'm saying, versus polysaccharide. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my children in school would be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I would be a problem because I would come up there and be grabbing the other kids. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking to those who with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for y'all. Respectfully, I love y'all. I fucks with y'all, but I'm not here for you. You know what I'm saying? All of the people who just as wise as me, you know everything I know, you already tapped in. Respectfully, I'm not here for you, bro. Like, I love you, that's cool, but I'm not here for you. So, like, y'all gotta understand this is not about you. This is for the people who wake up every day and think, I'm going to send my child to school, they're going to graduate, and everything's going to be so great for their life. They're going to have a nice house, picket fence, wife, and everything's going to be great. All they have to do is just go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the people that I'm talking to. I'm talking to them people because y'all have no idea what they doing to y'all kids, man. You know what I'm saying? You said if all the woke parents send their kids to school, they'll get rid of school. That's a fact. Bro, they'll get rid of school because they would be like, bro, we can't fucking dumb the kids down no more because the kids are helping each other out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is why they don't want the parents come up to school neither. But half the time it don't even matter. This is why they didn't used to want the parents come up to school. See, before they used to try to not want parents to come up to school like that. And I think it was because some of the things they was doing they didn't want parents to know about. Now, I don't think they really care because, first of all, parents don't even want to come to school. And second of all, when the parents do come to the school, they come there and start drama. Or they come there and do some shit that's going to get their kids taken from them. So at the end of the day, let them come up here and be stupid. Like, if the parents today ain't holding nobody accountable, If anything, the parents today gonna get mad that you sending their kid back home because they don't want the kid. That's what we dealing with today. We dealing with kids that don't even want their kid. You say if you try to reason with a 1-year-old about why they shouldn't run into the street, you gotta be a little cuckoo. Right. Those reasoning skills come with age. You gotta save their life with a pop thing. You see what I'm saying? You see what? Yeah. That. Hey, look, knock mothers. Let me pin knock mothers because knock mothers said it on the. That's exactly what I was saying, knock mothers. I was just saying that. Let me read that back again, y'all. Knock mother said, if you try to reason with a 1-year-old about why they shouldn't run into the street, you got to be a little cuckoo, right? Those reasoning skills come with age. You got to save their life with a pop. That's facts. You got to. Or with respect. You got to save their life with a pop or respect. See, because my kids, with me, if my daughter is going to go touch the stove and I go, hey, she gonna stop. She might respond to that faster than a pop, you know what I'm saying? Because when my kids hear me talk, they hear, you know what I'm saying? But your children have to have that respect for you. Not fear, respect. See, a lot of people don't know the difference between fear and respect. I want to do another live after this. I'm going to do another live after this. Let me unpin this. I'm going to do another live after this. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave that pin. I'm going to do another live after this entitled it Fear versus Respect. Because I want to do a live on that because I think a lot of parents don't realize that there's a major difference between your child fearing you and your child respecting you. And sometimes those two things can look alike. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes those two things can look very much alike. But they are not the same. And a lot of times you won't really know this until the child grows up. Right? So whether or not your child fears or respects you, you really can't tell until they become of age, right? So there's a lot of kids that you popped them, you beat them when they was little, you did everything to them, right? But when they turn 14, 15, 16, they still stand out all night, taking money out your purse, stealing your car keys, hooking school, bringing people over the house, throwing parties when you're not there. They still doing whatever they want to do, and you did beat them. You did whoop their ass. You did do that, right? Those are the children who feared you, not respected you, right? Because what happens is you can only put fear in a child, but for so long. This is what I look, to be real with y'all, yo, you know what's crazy? I'm going to give y'all a personal tidbit with this, right? My baby mother abuses my daughters, right? You said, why you start a parenting boot camp? Why you start a... I think you meant, why don't you? I would love to start a parenting boot camp. I would absolutely love to. I don't think parents will be with it. They ain't built for this shit. But look, my baby mother abuses my two daughters, right? So I have my two eldest daughters. I have one that's 15, one that's 11. I haven't seen them in about a year because she got this nigga that she messed with now. She got another nigga to take advantage of her or, sponsor her or whatever, take care of her. And this nigga, though, anyway, look, point of the matter is she got him to threaten me with a gun, took him and all that, right? But my baby mother has been abusing my daughters since since young. Like, you know what I'm saying? Punching them in the chest, all of that kind of stuff, right? I used to always tell my baby mother, you know my kids is not going to be little their whole life, right? Like, yo, I tell you, when my daughter, because she used to abuse the shit out of my daughter when she was like 5 or 6. Like, yeah, my oldest daughter, Journey, oh yeah, she used to abuse the shit out of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And then used to beat the hell out of my daughter anytime my other daughter did something. So she would punish the oldest one for stuff the youngest one did. It was just a bunch of abuse, bro. A bunch of psychological abuse, right? And physical abuse. And I told her several times, I said, bro, when my daughter get older, she's not gonna be your little plaything no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? When she turned 14, and my daughter's 15 right now, right? But the thing is, she already got my daughter away from me. So right now, my daughter probably don't have it in her to stand up to her mother just yet. But cause right now, she don't think nobody got her back because my baby mother got everybody in her back pocket. Like, she could beat the shit out of my daughters and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? My daughters know that. So even if they was to put their hands on their mother, somebody would probably come beat them up for touching their mother, like type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But the way this works, the reason I brought all of this up, y'all, is because when a child turns 14, 15, 16, if they respect you, they will always do that. Like, even with 15, 16, 17, 20, 25, 30, 35, they will always respect you. but they will not always fear you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fear is something that's gonna last as long as they remain weak. You know what I mean? So as long as they remain weak, they're gonna fear you. They might, and it's gonna look like everything is okay. But the moment that they get some strength, let's say they get a nice job, nice position, they start feeling themselves, people, you know what I'm saying, they have their own child, people starting to uplift them, they get a boyfriend, girlfriend telling them good things, right? Once that happens, then it's your ass. Then you gonna see how they really feel about you. They gonna stop calling you. You gonna be like, how come you don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. So a lot of y'all parents, y'all should really learn to teach your children to respect you rather than fear you, right? And the way you teach them to respect you is to ask for their help, right? And tell them that's what you want. You don't have to keep it a secret. Tell them, listen, I want to gain your respect. I want to gain your respect. Is there any way you can help me out with that? I think that it'll help if we start doing things together that make you respect me, Let's go do this. Let's go do that. You know what I'm saying? Teach them that you want their help. Teach them that what they think matters to you. You know what I'm saying? And the more you teach them that, the more they will start to respect you. And the more they will realize that you're not just like this evil, mean person who thinks you're the boss of them. You actually want help with being the best parent you can be. That's all you got to do. And you will earn their respect. Listen, one thing for a fact that I know I have, we're about to see the difference because my two eldest daughters fear their mother but respect me. I'm going to say that again. My daughters, Journey and Justice, may fear their mother, but they respect me. So we'll see which one wins. You get what I'm saying? Because we're about to go to court in April. If she think I'm never going to see my daughters ever again in their life, that's just retarded. Of course I'm going to see them again. You know what I'm saying? And when I do, you know what I'm saying, and I re-earn their respect and I ask for their help with being the best father that I can be to them and I heal them and all that good stuff, then we'll see how much they fear her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to fear somebody that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the reason that these parents want to take their kids from the other parent is because they want to put fear in the child. And you can't put fear in a child that don't need you. Like a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? A child that don't need you is going to is going to feel like, I'm going to just call my daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or same way, vice versa. Like if a father was trying to put fear in his child, but he don't really see or raise the child going to be like, I'm going to call mommy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the first thing that child abusers do, or parental alienation abusers, the first thing that they do is they remove the other parent out of the picture so that the child won't be able to gather strength from them. But my children get major strength from me, bro. I remember my daughter, my 15-year-old, I remember I got her to stand up to her mother one time, bro. Yeah. They isolated them away from me so they would be subdued. Yeah. You already know what it is. My eldest daughter, let me pin that, Narc Mothers, because you know what's up. You know how this works. My eldest daughter, Journey, right? I got her to stand up to her mother one time, right? This was when she was 13, when we was living out White Marsh, because she was living with me. Both of them was living with me. Their mother was nowhere to be found. She was a deadbeat. Like, she used to come see them sometimes on the weekend, but she never really saw them. We had to my daughter had to make up a lie and say she broke her leg so that my baby mother would come see her. And even then, my baby mother didn't come to see her. She came to brag to me about how bad of a father I was for letting my daughter's leg get broke. Which, by the way, it wasn't broke. My daughter was running around the house playing with my son when she pulled up. But anyway, she has, she was a deadbeat. And she never really came around for the children at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. And that's mainly because, she was always, staying from place to place, never had anything of her own. So at that time, she didn't really have nothing, but she found somebody else that she conned into taking care of her now. I mean, listen, I don't even think he know the other nigga was taking care of her when she met him. I mean, I don't know. Listen, she was still driving the other nigga car when she met this dude, when he had his little red car or whatever he had. That's why I was like, yo, she be playing these niggas. Yo, these niggas they be foolish, bro. But the point of the matter is, I got my daughter to stand up to my baby mother when she was about 12 or 13 years old because she was telling my daughter that she had to come with her. And my daughter was saying she didn't want to go because she was tired of the way her mother was talking to her, always disrespecting her and stuff. And I told her, I said, look, I told my baby mother, right, I never been the type You said she was securing the next man. Yeah, she was securing the next man. Yeah. The next idiot. Look, right. So my daughter's right. Why did she get into it? She had told my daughters that she had to go with her or something. I forget what it was. Something happened. She was telling my daughter she had to something. Now, I never been the type that would try to keep my kids from their parent. I never been that type. I don't understand people who do that. Like, people who do that are fucking retarded, bro. Like they really got something wrong with them in their head. People that keep kids from other parents. Like, I don't get that. So even though my daughter was telling me she didn't want to see her mother, she didn't want to go with her, I was like, I mean, she gotta see you on the weekends. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, at least just let her see you on the weekend. I was trying to talk my daughter into going with her mother. Look, you see how crazy this is? My daughter was begging me to not see her mother because she didn't like her, because she was abusing her. And I was still trying to talk her into seeing her mother because I thought it was wrong to separate a parent from their child. Meanwhile, fast forward, I got sole custody right now. She's over there talking my kids into not seeing me, keeping them from me and threatening my life. This is how opposite this shit is. Like, this is crazy. But anyway, this one time I told Journey, I said, look, baby, I said, you can't just tell mommy you can't see her. That's your mother. I said, but at the end of the day, you know, let me rephrase it. I said, I'm not going to just tell you gotta see her because that's your mother. But you do have to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like personally, you owe your parent an explanation. Like, I would never let my daughter say, I don't want to see my mother, and then just tell her, oh, well. I would tell them, nah, you gotta talk to your mother, you gotta explain that to her. And that's what I told her. I said, you gotta talk to your mother, you gotta explain to her why you don't want to see her, right? So she like, I don't want to talk to her, blah, blah, blah. I talked to my baby mother on the phone. I told her, I said, listen, Journey says she don't want to talk to you. I'm telling her she need to talk to you, but she's saying she don't want to. But look, I'm gonna put her on the phone with you, but just please don't disrespect her. Just talk to her like you got some sense and stop disrespecting her. That's why she don't want to talk to you. She gets on the phone with my daughter, bro. Within 30 seconds of her being on the phone with my daughter, this is all I hear out the phone. To the point where my daughter takes the phone, puts it to her ear like this. Puts the phone down, look at me. I said, I picked the phone up. I said, Dominique, hello. It's me. Cause she still thinks she yelling at Journey. I'm like, hello, it's me. Hello. She like, why she ain't on the phone? I'm like, she said she didn't want to talk to you no more because you screaming at her. What? I'm like, yo, stop talking to her like that. Like, bro, to the point where I had to tell her, like, yo, listen, I'm not going to make her keep talking to her if you're going to keep talking to her like this. Like this. But this, and she saw that my daughter was starting to stand up to her. And because of that, because she saw that my daughter was starting to stand up to her, she immediately was like, I gotta separate this conversation. She was like, I gotta separate. She was immediately like, here, goddess, take the bird out. I just didn't want to keep being interrupted because I don't want to get too frustrated.
You just said no.
I'm not gonna say no because it's not a no. But look, so you know, hold on, you said they make the kids pay for telling the truth. Oh yeah. She punished my kids anytime my kids didn't tell the truth. Anytime my kids told the truth, she would punish them. Listen, my kids used to tell me how. Listen, y'all know what's crazy? If I was to really sit here and go through with you all of the neglect and abuse that my baby mother did to my two eldest daughters, bro, y'all would probably want to put your hands on her or something, bro. She done a lot of stuff. I'm talking about from my kids doing drugs to all kind of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? My kids done had some gummy drugs before. Well, you know what I'm saying? And got in trouble. And one of them got in trouble for the other one. Like, so my youngest daughter got into some drugs that my baby mother had in the house. And she got so mad that my daughter got into it that she beat my oldest daughter because she was mad at my youngest daughter. Like, it's just sad, bro. Like, these people, they're such pathetic excuses for parents, bro. Like, these people are really such pathetic excuses for parents. You said I tell my kids to speak their mind but be respectful with it. Right, exactly. That's what you do. Speak your mind but be respectful with it. And do not allow anybody to disrespect you. There will be nobody that disrespects my children. But yeah, man, my baby mother, she used to tell my daughters to lie and say they ate, bro. I remember one time my daughters told me about when this happened, bro. She took them to her mother house, right, which is their grandmother house, right? their grandmother know that she a bad mother. She ain't gonna say that, of course, because that's her daughter, you know, but she know that her daughter be doing some wrong things. So she was talking to the kids and asking the kids, did they eat? The kids said before they came in there, my baby mother sat them down in a car and threatened them and told them that they better tell their grandmother, her mother, that they had Burger King before they got there. To the point where my daughter was actually asking me why did her mother do that. Like, and I'm like, bro, I'm sitting there like, how do I tell my kids their mother a piece of shit without telling my kids their mother a piece of shit, bro? Because the thing about it is like, yo, why would you do that? I don't even know how to make excuses for that, bro. That's like my little brother be asking me why don't our father love us? Like, bro, I don't know why these parents pieces of shit. I would never do that to my kids. I don't know why these some fuck kids. But my baby mother used to make my kids lie and say they ate and starve them. You know what I'm saying? And tell them that they not going to eat. And I wish the fuck they would say something, boy. Shit, beat the shit out of them. They know that. My kids already know that, bro. And the crazy thing is, everybody around know that too. They just too scared. I don't know. Maybe everybody's scared of my baby mother, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, they just act like they don't know what's going on, but they all know. But I mean, it all runs in the family, bro. It's a family curse because most of the people that's making excuses for my baby mother and helping her abuse my daughters, most of them abuse their children or was abused by their parents. And they make excuses for their parents abusing them. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, that's what they do. They just abuse people, bro. These people are hurt people who hurt people. Y'all feel what I'm saying? But look, family, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of this live.
I thought you were saying something to me. My apologies.
I'm going to go ahead and... No, I wasn't. God. You good, though?
Yeah, I thought you had got...
What was you saying before that?
I was talking to Drew about messing with your binoculars.
Oh, because I heard you say something your father.
Yeah,
that's why I thought you...
mess with your father's stuff.
Oh. Yeah, I got binoculars, y'all. I'm a little bit of a scientist. I be looking at the moon at night. Oh.
Yeah,
it's only a 12 by 30. It's only a 12 by 42. So it's not really like... You know, what you say, Goddess?
I was picking them up out the hallway when I heard you. I thought you was talking to me.
Oh. Yeah, but yeah, family, I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to say, family, you know, we got our priorities all messed up, bro. You know, one of the things that I just tell y'all something funny, right, as black people, because there's probably a lot of black people that watch this. You know what's one of the funniest things, bro, about black people? Black people will have a house that's full of sexual abuse, you know, physical abuse, trauma, anger, aggression, right? And they won't say nothing about it, won't try to fix it, won't do nothing about it. Pretend it's not there, have cookouts, smile in each other's face, let each other spend the night over each other's house, getting raped and shit, acting like it ain't happening, right? Black people would do all this shit, pretend like nothing going on. But let your living room be dirty, boy. But let your living room be dirty, boy. Black people will never get over that, boy. They'll be like, I went over such and such house. He had shit all over his living room floor. I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? She got her boyfriend raping her daughter and shit. She got her uncle that come over and touch her little cousin every weekend and shit. Nobody says anything about that. But that living room, girl, I went over there, girl. They is a mess. They trifling, girl. Look, they skip right over the daughter getting raped by the father. They trifling, girl, right? Or let like, you know, your child not be fresh. Your child don't got some fresh Jordans on or something. Oh my goodness, they trifling. They let that child, he got them dirty shoes on. I mean, goodness gracious, they don't got look. He don't even look all that. Where's clothes? His clothes not clean. What is this about, right? But they won't say nothing about, you know what I'm saying? His mother calling him a piece of shit every day. His mother kicking him down the street while she walking because he walking too slow for her and he get on her nerves. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ignore all of that shit. I mean, it's just, you know. Anyway, these are the problems of the black cult, right? These are the problems I was telling y'all about this black cult that we are a part of, okay? Because a cult, for those who don't know, right? Look. For those who don't know, right? Y'all know we real quick to do what? What we real quick to do in here, y'all? Because we use our brain in this motherfucker, don't we? Don't we be using our brain sometimes? What we real quick to do? Cult definition, right? Let's look it up. What's a cult? A system of religious veneration and devotion directed toward a particular figure or object, right? Now, when you say culture, so if you put U-R-E at the end of this, right? What word does it become? Culture, right? So it's a cult. Chore, right? This is the manifestations of a cult. I mean, bro, this the thing. I be like, bro, why people act like they don't know this? Black people are in a cult. A culture are the manifestations of a cult. So when you talking about black culture, the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively, fuck this word, this way that they trying to word that shit. No. Don't let nobody play with your intelligence. Culture is what comes from a cult. A culture are the actions of a cult. So if you are a part of black culture, then you are a part of a black cult. Like even being black in general is a cult. Like even if you're calling yourself black, bro, what does black even mean? Do y'all know black means evil? Let me show y'all. All right, because I really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I really am a whole scientist. All right, let me show y'all something, because I do actual lectures and shit. I just stopped doing it because people don't listen. Look, Adam Online. Y'all see this website right here? Adam Online. Look, y'all got to know what etymology is. How many people know what etymology is? Not most people, right? Not most people, right? But if we go here, right? Etymology is what the definition of words means, right? Because to define a word is actually to hide the true meaning of it. I know a lot of y'all don't get that. I can explain it if you care enough to learn. But if we look up black, what does black mean, y'all? What is the etymology of black? Let's see. I bet you black people don't know this. They call themselves this shit and they don't even know this, right? What does it mean? Absorbing all light, right? Burned, right? It typically means, hold on, let's go down. Because you got to look back further. This is what etymology is about. It's about taking it back because they try to create new shit, right? But hold on. I want you to see Latin, right? Wicked, unlucky, bad, wicked, malicious. This is what they call us. You hear me? Are y'all paying attention? Right. This is where niggas don't listen. This is why I don't even talk. This is why I don't even talk like this. Niggas don't care no more. Now niggas want to watch the game and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even pay attention. This is why all people where we at now. Anytime you try to talk about something that makes sense, ain't nobody want to listen no more. It's like, nah, y'all. I'm just saying for anybody who watching back. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. Hopefully people watch this and hopefully people get something from this, because that video was just too much where the guy was cutting the boy hair. I hope that boy get taken from him. It was neglect. It was neglect. It's just not right to do. All right. Remember to be positive, optimistic, keep positive people in your circle. It's your boy Jay Giddens out.